Okay, my fellow tarot lovers, I've been messing with these cards, and I confess it has not been easy. Oh, yes, yawning late. Oh my goodness, it's midnight. Okay, so we'll go through this story, which is a little bit ridiculous. Okay, it's a little bit ridiculous. So this is Tarot of 1001 Nights, and I was looking at the majors, trying to make it into a story. And it seemed like there were a story for a man and a story for a woman and how they came together. So we do actually start with the Fool, who is heading out. And it doesn't necessarily have to be this way because he keeps heading out and heading out. But here he looks particularly destitute. So who knows? He's been put out for some reason. While he's in the wilderness, because you can see that's very grassy, a magician appears to him. And I think of this as just sort of not a genie so much as a charlatan who's wanting to take advantage of somebody who is down on their luck. And so he says, hey, come with me, you lost soul, to the city of light, where of course all good things happen. And there, the magician charlatan sells the man into slavery. I'm not sure who's in the background. Oh, just somebody beating someone. Okay, beating an animal. So he gets sold into slavery. But as chance would have it, there's a lot of chance in here. A great lady comes by on her camel. And she, on a whim, well, maybe not. Maybe we'll do this. She buys him out of slavery. She purchases him. She sees something in him. He comes to her and says, what service do you need from me? And she says, I will give you your freedom if you slay the serpent. This is the serpent that bit my daughter, who is now in a perpetual trance, coma, whatever you want to call it. She has this guardian angel watching out for her, but she cannot come out of her trance until the serpent is killed. So he kills the serpent. The guardian angel delivers the princess, of course it's a princess, back where she belongs. And a romance is struck up between the hero and the princess. But the emperor isn't too keen on that for two reasons. He's just gotten his daughter back, so he wants time to enjoy her before she, gets married and wanders off. Plus, this guy is very useful, right? He's proven that he's pretty good at slaying serpents. So he puts his daughter, ends up in the walled garden, and he sends the hero out this time to slay 4. To slay 4 serpents, not just 1 but 4. And what do I do? I'm starting to lose. So you can see, it looks like ice, but maybe it's diamonds or something, but there's some treasure associated with these serpents. Maybe there's a status difference. Maybe there's a status difference here. He said, well, you were a slave. You can't possibly earn my daughter unless you slay the serpents and bring me the treasure. So he's got the treasure, And the wise man tries to tell him, yes, I know. Whoops. Oh, focus. Come on, he's a cool wise man. There we go. And the wise man tells him, leave your treasure behind. The treasure is going to be trouble. But of course, the hero can't do that because the treasure is the way to his lady. So he continues onward. But the treasure does result in bad fortune, and a demon appears. And by chance, because of course this is a fairy tale, by chance, in her garden, in her protected garden, his lady love, the princess, sees and plucks the rose. I don't know, the rose of death. We're going to say the rose of death, not knowing what it is. And she calls forth, I don't know what this is. This is death. The demon woman death. And she charges her with protecting her hero. And so death defeats, or perhaps simply calls back, the demon to leave him alone. And so he manages to return, and the emperor is busy with enlightenment. So he can't have an audience with the emperor because he has become enlightened. And he's no longer worried about his daughter and things of that nature. So he goes to the empress, who looks favorably upon his petition to woo and marry the daughter. So there they are, planning their lives together. And off they go into a happily ever after. That's what it looks like to me. And then the emperor recovers from his, although he's had a skin change with enlightenment, he seems to have had a skin change. And that's what, to me, this is. This is, okay, so these guys are off living happily ever after. And the parents are in their established contentment. So there it is. The silly, heroic drama of 1001 Nights Majors. Let me know if you think I should have rearranged some of the cards. One of the biggest problems I was having was where to put the wise man and what he would do, or what material he would impart. And then this situation also was like, what the heck's going on there? I don't even know. So there you go. My playing and attempts to make sense of the 1001 Nights Tarot. All right, everybody, take care. Bye-bye.